Join me as we explore the great outdoors. I'm looking up this tree right here. This is a maple tree, and it's a live maple tree. But the reason I'm looking up the maple tree here is because there are two cavities on the side of the tree here. That means there's holes in the tree that go all the way to the middle of the tree, the heartwood of the tree, which is rotted out. Even though the tree is still alive, the living part, the outside is still alive. But the heartwood, well, living in those holes in the tree here is at least one, if not two, porcupines. Porcupines are found here at Ludington State Park. I happen to have a taxidermy porcupine. This is not alive. Taxidermy means that the porcupine has died of a natural cause or something. In this case, this one got hit by a car, and we took it to a professional person called a taxidermist who was able to make it look like it was alive and real. And this is the size of the porcupine, approximate size they get to be. We'll talk a little bit more about the quills in just a minute here. Next to this tree, which is a sign, when I'm looking for porcupine dens, I'm looking for a sign underneath the tree that would tell me. Now, I don't see a sign that says points to it, but right here we have a pile of scat. This is scat left behind by a porcupine. It's actually been a scat pile for years and years and years. That's why it's so big. It's a fresh scat pile too. And this is when the porcupine goes to bathroom, it goes out here. The porcupine does not go to bathroom inside its den. That would be unhealthy for the porcupine. And so the porcupine goes to the bathroom out here, just like you and I would use a restroom rather than just go anywhere in your house, use a restroom. Same thing, the porcupine wants to stay clean and healthy when it lives out here. So we have a scat pile. That's a good evidence. So if you're walking through the woods and you see a pile of scat similar to this, then it's a good sign that there's probably a porcupine living in a tree right next to that scat. And in this case, it's a sign. The porcupine likes to eat plants, vegetation. This time of year, the spring, they like to eat buds off the tree. They eat leaves, they eat bark. The porcupine has quills. Quills are these very sharp points that stick out through the hair. These are actually specialized hair. The quills are specialized hair of a porcupine. That means when the porcupine loses a quill, it grows back a new one. It's hair. It keeps growing back. That way, if a porcupine gets bit by a dog or a coyote, it leaves all those quills in the muzzle of the dog and coyote, and they go off running in agonizing pain, and new ones grow back. The quills have little barbs on the end. The way the porcupine defends itself is if it's scared, it will actually arch its back, which those quills will all stick up straight, and so anything that tries to bite will get all the quills in its mouth. The quills are not shot. If you've ever heard that before, that a porcupine shoots its quills at a dog or enemy, that's not true. What happens is the animal takes a bite and it hurts so bad, so fast, that they jerk away and it looks like they're shooting quills, but they do not shoot quills, porcupines. Porcupines live about 5 to 7 years and out in nature. They average about this size, about 25 to 36 inches. They can weigh up to 35 pounds, so that tells you they have to eat quite a bit when they get that big. So if you're out in the woods and you see a pile of scat like this, stop, look up the tree, and see if you can see a hole in the tree where maybe the porcupine has climbed up and gone in and lived.